All right, here
Okay.
we go.
All right.
Hey, man.
Okay. So,
What did you do?
He laughed.
You destroyed our intro.
no.
All right, let's try again.
It's because you paused. No, let's
Why
just
did
roll
you
with it, dude.
laugh?
Amen. Amen. What's up?
Hey,
Hey.
man.
Amen.
Hey, man.
Welcome to the second episode of Hey Man Podcast. My name is Nitties. We got Sidro on the mic.
Woo.
We got Ultra Violet. Okay, we got Jace. We got UV Cat.
Yeah, UV Cat's fine.
All right, we'll just roll with that then.
This time with 100% more clowning.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah, because I guess we're clowning, dude.
Yes.
Yes. I'm just gonna roll into it.
They don't call
Puppy.
it double trouble. They call it triple trouble, right?
Right.
What?
Yo, Jace, you got your first 23.
Oh yeah, I did. That was the thing that happened.
You got Mirrors of Fate.
And then I wasn't just Mirrors of Fate. It was Zendigie Hey Ziba and also Bam. I passed them all like in 2 days, which was fun. But now I'm stuck. I can't pass anything else.
Yeah, that seems to be like a pretty common. Wait, did you do Ninth Wave yet?
No, I don't do 9th wave. I'm gonna get stuck like Jake is and just pass the 9th wave 20 times and be like, yes, that's my my 4th through 11th 23s. Just the 9th wave 9 times.
Well, but now you passed it 0 times though, so.
I'll just wait for it to be in RPG 4 this year, and then I'll play it.
That's fair. Jake really did. Okay, that is actually really funny. Jake, I don't know if people know. I talked about this with Jake earlier today. Jake's first, like 5 23s were all in the 9th wave, just 5 times.
Yeah,
He didn't pass
he'd
a
keep
single
trying
under
other
23.
23s, and then he'd just be like, "Oh, I need something to play," and then go back and pass the 9th wave again.
It's
It was
so funny. Dude. But yeah, congratulations to UV Cat being one of the 19, I think, people who ever passed the 23.
Yeah, or something like that.
It's pretty crazy, dude.
Check the spreadsheet. Who knows?
Don't worry, it's gonna be you in like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
if
right.
not
Okay.
sooner. I thought you got like
Should-
80% of the way through Wings of Stones, or something.
No, no, it wasn't 80. It was like 70% or something.
Oh,
And
okay.
I died. I legitimately just died. I didn't even walk off.
Yeah, it's
um,
hard.
Yeah, you said 22 to 23 isn't that hard, but it feels pretty hard, bro.
It's hard,
gonna
but
lie.
it's
They're all
it's hard, but it's not a big gap, if that makes sense. Like, the thing that kind of walls you, or at least the thing that walled me, was just not having good form. And I had a lot of really tragic fails on the 23s because the form that's required for them is really precise. And if you slip up even for a second, or you have a pattern that you're bad at any point in the song, you'll just die. Like, Zendi would have been my first 23, and I failed like 4 measures from the end because the last 24 is really bad patterns, and I just could not do them.
Yeah, that's a tragic run.
Yeah.
So what do you think are like the biggest blocks, like the widest blocks, in your opinion?
20's pretty wide, especially when
Really?
you go to like 240 to 250.
Actually, yeah, I kind of agree with that.
18.
18.
People get walled at like
17 is
on
probably the
17.
widest.
You mean
17's
17 to
probably-
18, right?
17's
Yes,
probably the
yes.
widest.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
I
There's
agree
just-
with that.
I have a theory that it's just because there's so much 17 content that, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I actually
Yeah.
think that's very true.
I know,
you-
like, during
that's a-
RPG 2, I got started playing like 70 17s, and I didn't pass any 18s or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of 17s. Well, I never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like that with 22s too, where there's like a pretty hard drop off in content from 22 to 23.
Yeah, and it increases the further you go from 23 to 24 and 24 to 25. There's like
it
Yeah, definitely.
probably,
definitely
like,
feels that
15 or
way
20
even on
sections.
like 21s.
Yeah, you
There's, like,
you
there's,
start to
like
get
a
a little bit of
couple, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess like for 21s there's still a lot of content, but like you know all of the charts that exist for 21s because there's only so many.
Right.
Ah, that's actually really interesting. I never thought about it that way. I don't know all the 17s because there's just so many.
Yeah, there's no. I don't think you can know all the 17s because there's probably at least 600 of them.
That's crazy, but you can like count like most of the 23s.
Oh yeah. There's probably like 20 23s that most people play, maybe 30.
So for people out there who want to make some step charts, even if you don't play it, we could really use more content. 21 plus.
That's actually true.
Yeah,
it's
also
harder to make harder stuff
that,
though.
Yeah. Also ask somebody for help that plays that difficulty, just because it's really easy to write charts that look good to you but are actually really hard if you're playing like upper level content. Just because there's like certain things that are easy.
Just copy paste some patterns.
Oh god. And certain things that are hard. And they're not the same things that are hard at like 20s or 17s or 15s.
Yeah, it's patterns scale kind of weird with like BPM.
Yeah,
but
there's
also they
methods.
scale with like both BPM and difficulty, where I feel like some shit like some stuff doesn't fly at like 220 17s, but it maybe does fly at 220 23s, right? Because the speed is like so low relative to the difficulty.
Right. You have the form to do the patterns.
Yeah, definitely. That's
It's something
why
I've been-
that's why I kind of believe that Zendigi still kind of flies. It's still
Yeah.
kind of good. Because if those patterns were on like a 20, oh my god.
Yeah, it
That'd
would be.
That'd
I
be
mean,
crazy.
people really don't like it as it is, and I see why. But really, to me, the only egregious thing is the last 24. I think the patterns in that are just unnecessarily harsh, and they don't really add anything to the music.
Ride the
in the other
Centaurus
sections
for business.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a John.
that'd be a time. Imagine playing that 1.1. That'd be really hard.
That'd
There's
be
some
really hard.
Serious
really hard.
anchors.
God.
Serious anchors.
Probably still better than Wings of Stones, though.
I don't. Okay, so listen, Wings' tones, it is really boxy. I agree with that. I don't know if it's that bad though.
I've played Wings of Stone for pleasure, and I thought it was fine.
Yeah, it's
Well,
fine at
it's-
207.
it's-
I didn't think it was like egregious.
Well,
It's
at
fine at
230,
207.
it's definitely a different experience. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. Sure.
It is very. Okay, it's not comfortable. I'll give you that. I don't think there's anybody out there who's like, "Ooh, Wings of Stones is really comfortable," but in a weird way, it kind of feels hard to feel out of. Maybe because it's so steppy.
That's weird. I just feel like, personally,
I guess
it feels very easy for me to fail out of if my form isn't absolutely perfect.
Okay,
it's
the
really
up
easy to
down
trip up.
boxes are really something else. I'll give. That's crazy. Like that shouldn't be in there.
Well, it's not even just the up-down boxes. Those are hard, but I think it's a combination of those uncomfortable patterns. But then there's like a one measure section, like the section with the up-down boxes that loops over and over, and those kinds of like annoying repeated things, especially if they're little tight things that are looped without even being mirrored. Those are very hard for me.
Yeah.
Mirror your patterns,
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
I was playing oh man, yesterday I just played the Liquidity Year Mix 2015 marathon.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I got so tilted because it's like the problem with it is that there are all these patterns and a lot of them are already hard. Like even at 174, they're not necessarily easy patterns,
Especially at 174.
but they're not mirrored at all. You'll just have like this 16 measure section that's got this one measure long pattern that's already really uncomfortable, but it's not mirrored or anything. It's just the same thing, 16 times in a row. It's really frustrating to deal with. I guess especially when you rate mod it, but
So you gotta
Yeah,
play
you
it
rate
without-
modded it at.
to
Oh,
200,
sorry, Kurt.
yeah.
You got Remembrance left for 18s, right?
Yeah, I was gonna play it yesterday, but then the pad was just too bad, so I
Okay.
didn't. I'm gonna play it at 220 because I've already played it at 190, at 210, and I think
It
the
is-
other one.
It is kind of the new meme to just rate mod the shit out of charts and then complain that they're bad patterned. Right. Just
Is
have
that
like
just
a
my fault?
174 chart and like rate mod it to 230, and be like, "Wow, this is so bad."
I feel like that's my fault, but yeah, maybe that is
I've
the
definitely
meta.
done it. I think I did it the other day when I rate modded that Trills John to 240. Wait, what is that chart called again? Do you know? The one by Ian.
Oh, you're
230
thinking
jump?
to make the end of battle. Oh yeah, you got dunked by the copters.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, every time I bring that up to Ian, he's just like, "Oh, but the copters are
He
really
loves-
easy for
he
me."
loves
He loves the
copter.
copters. Yeah.
Every time I mention copters, he's like, "Oh, easy, free life, bro." He's like,
I'm
okay.
like, what?
Free life.
So
I really like just the big old Doritos staircases. Not little Doritos. Full staircase.
Oh, it
Like
sweeps.
Oh, you mean the sweep?
Yeah. So like no more faking, where it's just got the like big long, like left down up right up down left, like big long sweeps. Yeah, those are great. Those are free life.
Oh well, you should play Wings and Stones. They're in there as well.
You're just
Yeah.
complaining about boxes though.
No, I actually okay. I have come around on boxes actually a lot. I kind of like them. I'm cool
I
with
mean,
them.
I
like
agree
side
too.
side arrow boxes. I don't
There are comfy ways to write boxes, and there are uncomfy ways to write boxes. It's just a lot of old charts like write them in a very uncomfy way.
Okay, wait. Kurt, what do
Anything
you
on the hero.
what do you think about? Okay, I should probably call you Cedro. I don't know if it's confusing for people. But what do you think about left-right boxes?
I like left right boxes.
Left right boxes
Really?
are easy.
Oh, but
don't-
I cannot
I don't-
identify with you two.
I don't like boxes on the up arrow.
Are up down boxes easier?
I get
No,
layoffs.
well, actually, I don't know. They're just as
Oh,
bad.
okay.
I'm just scarred by left-right boxes because of all the Dragon Force charts.
Oh, fair. That's fair. Because
I played.
Left right boxes are free life.
I tried playing Fallen World the other day.
Oh
in, like,
yeah.
in tournament. Oh god, my god, that chart is. Whew.
All right,
hard.
yeah,
Wait,
yeah. So let's hear about this.
Let's hear about that.
Okay.
What,
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 you want to
what
hear about
was
my
it?
tournament experience?
Yeah.
What was it? Where was it?
Okay,
Who
so
won?
there
Ran
was.
it? Who showed up?
We had like almost every year. There's like a European ITG Cup. It's like Euro Cup. Last year was online. This year was at like a big event again. We had like Rhythm Fest in the Netherlands.
Sweet.
Like a weekend-long tournament with like rhythm games like Beat, I don't know, 2DX, Sound Voltex, DDR, Pump It Up. They all had like real cabinets and stuff. And we had ITG. So there was like an FA tournament, like doubles, and then on Sunday there was endurance. So I only went to that. I had to whine for like multiple weeks to get off my job that Sunday. And then I went, and it went pretty bad. So for context, I am probably I don't want to really humble brag or something, but I'm probably like one in Europe right now. I don't know how Marcus is doing. Hipieki. He's like he's done SC in the past. I don't know how actively he's playing right now. But there's not been a 23 in Europe yet.
When you mentioned Euro Cup, I like looked back and it looked like Max Storm had won it. The endurance.
Yes.
You guys call him something strange,
Rob.
like endurance. Yeah, Rob. No. I'm talking about the event.
Rob's very
I'm talking-
strange.
No. I'm talking about the event names. They call it like endurance.
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
endurance. It's just stamina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, the previous
So-
years, not the last one, but the one before, like the last big one, Max Storm won. Yeah,
Okay.
I think last year Urza won.
Okay.
But yeah, anyways, it was kind of fun.
Urza got pretty good last year, by the way.
Yeah, he did. I think he
pretty
did
well at
21s.
StaminaCon too.
Yeah, he got super far into the marathon.
I want to
At
say he got like
StaminaCon.
33 or 38% or something like that. Pretty good.
It was like
That's
a
not bad.
22 worth of the marathon that he played, I think. Which is
Really?
really exciting because I don't
has
think
he passed the 22.
I don't
I think
think
it's
so.
like a 20, maybe a 21. It was all 200, right?
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
well,
I remember someone
Either-
told me that it was a 22.
He's
where he
gotten good
failed.
though.
Either way,
Um,
yeah. Urza, good improvements. Crushing
Okay.
it this year.
So we went there. I met some great people. Some people from Stamination too. Shoutouts to Fiona and Ivy.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
So you
it
got
was
to meet up
actually a
with
lot of
them.
fun. It was really cool because Fiona, he had his Switch with him, and
Oh,
because
boy.
we had some like outdated, like Simply Love on the cap, of course we couldn't like check breakdowns, so he had a modded Switch with Stepmania on it.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
like the breakdown thing, so he could check the breakdowns on his Switch before he could play. It was
I've
really
heard
funny.
about that. It's really cool.
It was actually wild. It was really useful. But yeah, the tournament started. I had a really bad time with all of the pads, because I'm used to playing on FSRs, and we had like all right sensitive pads, but it wasn't like I could play like 15s on them, but the moment I had to go fast and like actually use my good form, I just started missing like up arrows like all the time, and like left arrows and that kind of stuff. So I just got dunked. There's some clips online of me screaming.
Oh no.
I
I'll have
got
to
really,
find
okay. So the format for the Euro Cup, I should probably told this earlier, is you have to play charts from 12 to 20, and you have to pass like a chart, and then you go to the next block. So you start at 12, you pass it, you go to 13, and
Wait,
I was
I
not
like
allowed
that.
to raid mod, so I had to start on 12s.
Oh, okay, I just
That
like
makes
that
no
less.
sense.
Okay,
This
so
makes no sense.
yeah, I know. So we did that, and then I started getting into trouble at like 18s, because I just couldn't play on the pads with my form. And then I died on, I did Gone Without, I think, is a 19 from Petroform. I think it's 160 measures of 210.
That sounds right.
And that was like really hauling. And then I died like 150 measures into the run, and I got so mad.
Oh no.
I'm actually kind of embarrassed about it, because I was like, everybody was just vibing and chilling. There were like older people there too, and I just like I just exploded. I got so mad. Okay, I dropped some profanities. It was like not chill.
So, what were the results of the tournament? How did it end up?
I got third,
Okay.
which is
So-
doesn't sound bad, but first in Europe and simultaneously third in Netherlands is like pretty weird.
So, what were the top two placings? Who were
We got, I think his tag is like ass, like his tag is actually ass. Not,
All right.
okay, it's like ITG ass, and second one was Fietsemaker, like the creator of Air Vortex.
Okay.
I didn't realize he played
Um,
stamina.
Yeah,
So
he,
what did they
he
pick?
does.
What did
As
what did they pass?
he passed his first 20 in tournament, which is
Oh
impressive.
wow. That's cool.
Nice.
That's
Which
cool.
one? Which one?
Gangbang. So
Oh,
he
okay,
passed
yeah, it's
weekend
a
to
low
Gangbang.
20.
Yeah, that's like 0.0, maybe 0.1, probably 0.0.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Fietsemaker
that.
passed
Oh,
the
so
Trills SC 3, 2. It's a 19.
Part three. It's 190.
Well,
It was a 200
SC.
part.
SC.
Oh, then it's
The first four
Maybe-
parts are all 19s.
Yeah.
okay.
I died on a Petroform mix, and then I managed to pass Fallen World with a 52% score,
Yeah. I saw
which
that.
is interesting, because I haven't passed anything with that low of a score like ever. I think
I didn't.
It is the
didn't
new
think-
Rust confirmed.
Yeah, I
it was
gonna say,
so hard. I don't
that
understand
rust
how
on
he
the
does that.
buttons. I don't think it's intentional. It looked like everybody was pretty early, so I was wondering if the delay or the sync on the machine was off.
Okay, so that's also really funny. We tried resyncing it, but every time we resynced it, it just felt like we synced it into the wrong direction,
Oh no.
which I'm sure we did a couple times. But
Sweet.
turns out it's really hard to like sync the cabinet if you're supposed to play your tournament songs, and like if you failed a song twice, you were out of the tournament. So it was like kind of high pressure. But yeah, I beefed it.
And you couldn't pad mod.
We didn't have a lot of time. I let the Spanish people, they had to catch a flight, so I let them play first. Then we didn't have a lot of time left.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's funny now, but it was like kind of it kind of sucked at the moment. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I can
I really
see that.
wanted to like my original plan. Well, not my plan, because I kind of expected this to happen, but I really wanted to pass everything, and then pass the marathon that came after, and maybe even like sneak in like a 22 or 23 or something.
Yeah, just completely
Uh,
dunk on everybody.
Yeah, but I got dunked instead.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It went
Well, it's
pretty
also
bad.
tough, yeah, because trying to adjust to other people's setups, especially when you're used to playing a certain way, is really hard.
Yeah,
It's
I
really
feel
hard.
like ITG has this very maybe not very unique, but it's very like present in ITG. where if you get the better you get, the harder it becomes to play on like normal setups. I feel like because your form just
Yeah.
becomes more and more minimalistic, and the more and more minimalistic your form gets, the harder it gets to play on like arcade setups.
Yeah,
My,
like so
my
fun
FPS
story.
definitely got worse over time too as my form changed.
Fun
Yeah.
story. I went to the arcade once to play DDR, and I couldn't pass a DDR 12.
Yeah, I know. Rust has told me a lot of stories of him, just like cause Rust he does like he's done like 24s like first song, like
Yeah.
stupid stuff.
Like one
But
with
then he
South
plays
Bend
on
ones.
other pads, and he just like fails 14s.
Oh yeah, that happened at Stamina Con. He like had no raw output set. It was
Yeah,
really sad.
it's just it's a really weird thing with ITG. I don't know if it exists like to this extent in any other rhythm game.
There are definitely ways to mitigate it, but it's something that I think that a lot of people don't work on as much. If you talk to Ian about this, that's what he would say. He'd probably say something like knowing how to pad mod is a ITG skill, and so tournaments are
I
a
agree.
test of that as much as anything else.
I agree. I definitely agree. However, I guess I'm kind of like an ITG zoomer here, where I know how to pad mod, but I know how to pad mod with FSRs.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like this weird man, like electrical engineer man, I guess.
Well, if you go to
uh,
Stamina Con, you should beast then, right? They'll have FSR setups that you should be able to play on.
Yeah.
I'll
That's gonna
probably
be
stick
cool.
again with like the arcade sensor setup because that's what I know how to mod. Like I don't know how to do
I heard-
FSRs. I've never
I heard there
used
might
them.
be an SMX pad, so maybe I'll do that.
Oh, okay. That'd be cool.
Well, you're the SMX guy. You know how to mod SMX pads, right?
Yeah,
Is
that
it like-
doesn't mean I want to play on one, but I want the SMX bar. That's the only thing I want.
Yeah, it's really nice, like
Yeah.
wide and high, right?
It's true.
It's wide and high. Yes.
I
Maybe
really
my right wrist would stop getting destroyed if I played with SMX.
Yo, what is your guys' like bar tier list? Cuz mine is kind of weird.
SMX bar,
Right.
and then a bunch of space. Everything else.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
my
that's-
tier list
that's-
is like yeah, SMX is the best. Then the DDR bar, then the ITG bar, and then a chair.
Whoa.
Okay, well that's
Chairs are
I
bad.
thought I had a controversial opinion, but mine is actually very similar.
I've never
Usually when I
used the
talk to
Blue
people,
Shark
they're like,
bar,
"Oh,
so I
dude."
don't know.
Oh, sorry, I talked over you. But
No, I've never used the Blue Shark bar, so I don't know.
the Blue Shark doesn't have a bar. It's like my own like
Oh, okay.
like
I
pipe
didn't
bar.
know.
It's made like out of pipes.
Nice.
Gotcha.
But if we do my tier list, it is the pipe bar, and then there's a lot of space. The pipe bar is so good. You would love it.
Yeah,
It
I
is
think
wide.
I think so.
It is thick. It is a reasonable height.
Mm-hmm.
You've never
and
played
then-
on an SMX bar, right?
Yeah,
I
I've
played
played
on one SMX bar, but it was like a gen, like an older gen where the bar was really high, to the point where I had to like lift up my arms to hold the bar.
Well, how tall are you?
Are you calling me like a manlet or?
I'm just asking. I mean,
No,
some
I'm
of
like-
us are,
I'm
some
like-
of us are over 6 foot. You know?
Okay, I'm just small then. No, I'm like 180 centimeters or 181, which is I think the cutoff point for 6 feet. I think 182 is 6 feet. I'm not sure.
Let's see here. 71. Okay, yeah, you're barely shorter than me.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so you're like the height that I am.
But you didn't like the SMX bar. Interesting. I guess
No,
my
I-
form.
Has it changed?
So they have adjustable bars now. I don't have one of those, but they exist.
Sounds good.
So the new SMX bar is like adjustable. So it has like the little spring-loaded notches. You can drop it in like 1-inch increments, I think.
Mm.
So
That sounds really nice.
I think my form kind of evolved in a way where I basically stand straight up anyways, just because of a wiper. So
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
it's
you.
interesting.
Base form
think
is
I'll-
probably the least bar dependent, right?
yeah, I think that might have happened just because if I had a short bar, I would probably lean on it more. I guess like some people do, but my bar is so high that you can't really do that anyway.
I wonder if Kieran would have been saved if he didn't have a DDR bar.
I mean, the real problem with DDR bars is that even though they're symmetric, unlike ITG bars, which is why I think they're bad, they're just really not that wide. Yeah. So you put your wrists kind of sideways, so the strain on them is really uncomfortable if you do it wrong.
No, I agree. I definitely think there's also a case of like the thickness of the actual like pipes. I think thicker is actually better.
Yep.
I don't know why they're so thin.
Is much thicker also.
Well,
yeah, I like
think
thicker
people
a lot
probably
more.
don't have. Not everyone has big hands.
I don't think I have big hands.
I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm talking about like sizes of body parts. I actually kind of want to discuss like the new roles in Stamina Nation. If you haven't seen yet, or even if you're not in Stamina Nation and you're listening to this somehow, I'll put a link in the description. We'll put like to the Discord for Stamina Nation. It's great. Come join. Come hang out.
Stamina Nation is superior.
To what?
Just to anything.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even know about these until people were talking about them. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, so there's now roles introduced, like exclusive channels that you can only join if you pass above like a certain block.
They seem like they're related to 8.5.
Yeah, I think something's gonna happen. Yeah, the Bronze Bistro. Yeah.
The Mithril Lounge and the Crystal what, Jace?
I don't remember. Let me check.
Cafe, dude.
Crystal Cafe. Yeah.
Crystal Cafe.
Well, you're the only one in there.
I don't have access to it. So
yeah, it's the Crystal Cafe. Sorry.
Yeah.
Only
one of us has passed the 23 here, Jace.
There's all kinds of exciting things going on there, but I can't tell you about them.
God damn it, bro.
I'm just kidding.
I want to be in there so bad.
What a troll.
I just saw H-Stars pass the second 22, and it's SC.
Wait, he did?
This man's crazy.
When? Like today?
Just now, like 2 minutes ago.
What?
Okay.
Okay, I have to see this.
How do you pass SC? It's like
SC
a second.
is so hard.
Okay.
He's like all these big dips in in like part 5.
But yeah, really funny. The exclusive channels, they are Bronze Bistro is 17 and up. Mithril Lounge is 20 and up. And then you got Cafe Crystal, which is like 23 and up. Yep. As a non-cafe member, Jace, can you tell me what goes on in there?
People are just talking. Okay, people are just talking about songs, and and there's like a little bit of elitism.
Okay. See, now I really want me in there. Is it like shit posting going on, or is it very serious?
No, it's mostly in jest. Me up.
It's hard to play while laughing, man.
Yeah.
It just gets me every once in a while.
I get you.
Yeah, you get me laughing. It's hard. I'm gonna be like playing a marathon, and you're gonna make me laugh. I'm gonna fail.
I don't feel like I've made you laugh like a single time.
I'm gonna play like Time to Die Harder again, and then you're gonna like make me laugh in the 240. And I'm gonna fail again.
No. What you have to do.
So it's my fault now.
What you have to do is you have to play. What was it?
Oh no.
Hold Your Color, or no, in Silico Extreme, at 200, and then Nidis can come in and destroy you.
We're just trying to help you out, bro.
You were literally like, I hope you fail. Just stop. Just exit.
I did, because nobody should need to play 90k and 200.
He grinded it out. It was good. Russ and I were pretty impressed. He just banged it out.
I'm kind of impressed.
200, just easy.
I'm kind of impressed, but I'm also just disappointed.
Like, why would I do this? I understand. Yes. I understand. But it's in the spreadsheet, so I got to do it at some point.
Just busting out casual 800 measures of 200 at
Kurt,
the end of your set. That's pretty good.
You're a bad influence to this man.
Oh, no! Yeah. This is the second time I told you that. Like, the spreadsheet was, more my idea than Sidro's. I was like, man, I'd be nice if there is a way to have, a way to keep track of marathons. And then...
Yeah, but
Sidro was like, let's make a spreadsheet. No, we made it together, man. We made it together. We got together one night and put in all the charts and ordered them and talked about how to format it. It was a team effort.
It doesn't make it right. Okay, so if you come up to Kurt,
I'm sorry.
if you come up to Kurt and you're like, ooh, I would really like some heroin right now. Ooh.
Whoa.
And he's like, okay, let's make it then. Team effort, bro. Like, it's still not all right. It's bad.
That got edgy.
He just wants to play 13s, man. Let him live.
Yeah.
Let him live.
I'm almost done with all the 13s. I don't think I have any more.
I think you are done.
I think I don't have any more
Yes.
13s to play.
Yes, you are done. You have the 15 lab, 16, 17. You have Remembrance left in 18s, and then you get to like actual stuff.
Yeah, and I think like all the course stuff left for the 0.5s is all like 16s and up in the courses.
You should probably go through and play some of these 22 marathons.
Yeah. I'm trying to like work my way up from where I'm at now. So I want to get like the 18 and the 19 lamps. And the 20 lamp, I guess. And then I'll go back to 22s.
You said Gortrance 7 was missing?
Yeah,
Or is it 9? Or is it 9?
No, there's Gortrance 9 is the 220 BPM one. That was an RPG 2. But
Okay.
I didn't realize that Gortrance 7, which is the one from Stamina Safari, it was
you reversed
ECS
it.
7, yeah.
You reversed it. Gortrance 9 is the one from Stamina Safari.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Okay, so we got to get Gortrance 9 added to the 22 list. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Why? Okay.
Okay.
Some stuff needs to be removed, bro. Why is like the Get Dead at like French Coast Stamina version on there?
Oh, that actually is kind of a mistake. I don't think it wasn't an ECS.
I don't know.
It wasn't in an ECS event,
Yeah.
actually.
That's true. I guess we kind of did like featured in a tournament, but yeah, I don't know. Could remove it.
Okay, well, I didn't think you would actually agree with me, but
We could leave it on there so Rust will play it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I don't think Russ.
Russ
I
thinks
think
it's actually a
you're
27.
just gonna make Jace play it.
Maybe.
All right,
Maybe
so
it's just for me.
on the talking points, I have 21, 210, Anime Madness Volume 1, very easy.
Yeah, Anime Madness is a 21. Fight me.
Okay, well, all right, we got that done. Next one.
Ian's gonna be so
It's a
mad when he
21.
listens to this podcast.
Somebody's gonna be
It's gonna be
so
like,
like
what?
Miffled, dude.
Or Tyler. They're just gonna be like,
I feel like we grinded this out.
Yeah,
It's
we
20.
We talked about
It's
this
not a
for so
22.
long.
It's 22. Let's
Okay,
move on.
so 512 measures of 210 is a low 21.
Yeah, right? Would you
How
agree?
does adding 300 measures make it a 22? How does it scale that well?
It's
There's nonlinear scaling like in the 20s
Yeah.
and 21 ranges for like low amounts of BPM. Like for example, 64 of 240 is like a 20, I think, but like hardcore is like broken 130.
because the last 100 measures is much harder than the first 100 measures.
What?
It's true. The
But-
last 300 measures is much harder than the first 300.
We're not rating on patterns.
No. I'm saying just in general, on anything.
Yeah, but like
I mean,
Yes, but
honestly, if you're playing
that's not how
22s,
you rate
maybe
stuff.
not. I probably have a harder time in the first like measures than the last ones if I play
yeah,
that.
the first
short.
8 measures are harder than the last
If you're
8.
racing a 10K,
Oh god. Yeah,
then
sure.
then the last like 2,000 meters is much harder than the first 8,000.
Right, but like think of any other difficulty level for something that has like 512 measures to run. Is there any
Because there are so many things to.
Yeah, but like
compare
think
it
about
to.
Ocean Lab versus Who's Afraid of 138.
No,
right?
No, I'm not gonna think about Ocean Lab.
Yeah, but like if
I don't
you
wanna think
doubled
about either
Ocean
of
Lab,
these two.
it'd be a low 16,
Alright.
right?
I
Just
actually
in
hate
terms
this
of
topic.
breakdown,
We're gonna
right?
move on.
Yeah,
Fuck this.
we're
Fuck this.
deleting this from the sheet.
Yeah,
It's 20. It's 22.
I'm gonna
long.
edit this out.
21!
We got Kurt gets owned by Sticky again because Kurt, you always get really sticky.
Yep, I sweat a lot on the center panel.
Okay, so maybe if I'll try to edit in like a picture of the center panel, but if you're like watching the video, but oh my god, there's so much. How do you get it too, Jace? How do you two get so much sweat on
I
like
just
the panel?
sweat a lot.
No,
I'm very sweaty.
That was just a warm up. I tried to warm up with Space Time and got like 240 measures in. It was literally just like dripping on the center panel. Wasn't even like tired.
Wait, you don't use leggings, do you?
No, but it's like my head. I didn't have the headband on.
Oh, okay.
I have adopted the J strat of using a headband, but I didn't have it on when I played the other day.
Like
so
I had to do like the leggings and the headband. Otherwise, like I just sweat so much I can't pass anything.
Oh, so I had Kieran's stream open the other day, and I'm sitting here like watching it at my desk. My wife's sitting on the couch. She's like, she just looks over and he's like, "Oh yeah, he's got a great strat." So he's like so far forward that he just sweats on the up arrow, not the center panel.
I think you're right.
And then I just had the full on like galaxy brain explosion. Like, she's right.
Oh.
She's right.
She's right.
Yeah, he's just smarter.
Kieran innovating all the time.
I mean, he's the person that made No Bar Farm like actually work again. Proves that it's very viable. I think the problem that people were having with No Bar is that they weren't doing like Kieran's type of based form where it's easier to keep your balance. I mean, it wasn't easy for him starting out to keep his balance because it took some time to develop. But like now he's relatively stable when he plays. But,
I played Call of Duty last week. No bar, by the way. I can do
crazy.
like 180. I can do like 180. That's it.
I don't know. Like my form works just really bad with No Bar. I've tried it a few times, but I usually have to stomp, and I just miss a lot.
What's the best song you've passed No Bar?
I passed like probably a 13 or a 14 No Bar.
I think the best I did is like Night of Fire. Like the 15.
I mean, maybe I could do that now. I haven't tried it in like months and months.
I think this just goes back to like I'm used to standing straight up just because my bar is tall and that's how I play. So like.
Well, and that turns out to be like the low tier strat because now you just don't sweat. You sweat on your center panel.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, see, the problem
it's usually that it gets sticky from sweat, and then I tried to wipe it, but the cherry castle is too strong, and then you just fly off the pad and slide right off, and you fail.
True.
Trying to manage like pad stick is this very confusing, nonsensical process because like you'll do the same thing, like in terms of applying furniture polish, and you'll get two completely different results sometimes. Like sometimes it will get ridiculously slippery, sometimes it'll be just the way you want it, and sometimes it'll feel like you didn't do anything at all. And I don't know why. You just have to try it and hope that it works.
It is so weird. That's when you start to get like better at IgG, like a lot of like really weird external factors start popping up.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's just like you start playing like, wow, everything feels a bit different today. Just because it's like a little bit more humid in your room.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just can't go fast anymore. It's so weird.
Yeah, external factors like needing to do 30 push-ups in the middle of a song.
Oh, we haven't talked about the Encoder challenge yet.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So, Jeremy
let
started,
Sidro
right?
talk about this because he wants to win.
You're gonna win?
Someone else. I'm gonna try, obviously. But
go ahead.
If someone else wants to read the rules.
Oh yeah,
you
so
go ahead, dude.
Okay. The Encoder challenge is actually this really funny thing that Jeremy came up with, where I don't remember the exact formula, but like you play Encoder, and during the break in Encoder, you do as many push-ups as you can, and then there's like some way to score, like a combination of your score and the amount of push-ups that you've done into this super score, and then I don't know what the prize is for getting the best score, but something's going to happen.
So if you don't know, Encoder is an old like pendulum song.
Yeah, it's a 13.
It has a fat break in the middle of it, and it's always been memed on like, haha, this is the song with like the big break.
What if we kiss during the break at Encoder?
Yeah, so the Encoder challenge. Actually, a lot of people have been doing it, huh?
Yeah, I did it.
Like 10 people's done it already or something.
Except I'm bad at push-ups.
Making a playlist of all the people who submitted it, so.
I don't want to do it because I think I'm gonna be like the least push-up guy.
You get good value for the push-ups for sure.
I think I'm gonna get last.
It's like over 1.5% per push-up. It's pretty good.
What if I just like quad the chart and like don't do a single push-up? That'd be really funny.
I think you get destroyed still.
Yeah.
Because
you can get more than 100% with the push-ups.
Way more.
What if I disable all my judge windows and go insane push-up mode? It has a rule. It can only be done in between the part where
the jump starts,
Ah.
the jump hold starts, and where the next arrow begins.
But what if you just crank out like 60?
I mean,
And
then
back
you
time,
win.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
you
go
could
like
try.
military man
Yeah,
and just
you probably
only
would
do
win.
that. Get 0%, but get 60 push-ups.
Well, you could just do both. I mean, if you can do 60 push-ups, then you can at least get like a 50.
Yeah, I'm just, I'm just like trying to figure out what like the funniest way to do it is.
I mean, you could fail like after the break is over because you probably already have like 40 or 50% by then. And that,
I think you need
that's
at
really
least-
funny.
and before the
I
break,
think
there
you
isn't
need
any
at
run at all.
least- Yeah, I don't think there's any reason for you to fail. It's just too easy. I think you need like at least 33 plus like actual real push-ups to win. That's my thought.
I think I'd unironically come in last. I'm so weak, bro.
I don't know. You might do better than you think. I thought I was
No.
pretty weak too, and I still did like 15 push-ups during the break, which I was surprised. I thought I was gonna do like 10 or less.
I don't think I could even do 10. I kind of want to try right now.
All right, go. Give me 10.
wait,
It
1
is.
sec. Okay, wait. How much time do I have? I'm gonna go try do 10.
All right.
Yeah. All
Try
right,
to-
hold on. I'll start the timer.
Okay.
Hold on.
I think
Wait,
the break
how
in
many seconds do
encoder
I
is
have?
like 20 seconds or something.
I think it's 23 seconds.
23. Okay.
Something. I don't know.
I've got
Okay,
my timer
ready?
open.
Okay, wait. I'm ready. You say go.
Good. You have to start. Wait. No, you have to start from standing up.
Okay. I'm standing up.
Okay.
Okay, and go.
Go.
1. 2. 3.
Alright, this is sad.
I fell down.
You sound like a dying fish.
Oh, I only managed to do 3. Okay, wait.
This is full on.
4.
Okay, time's up.
Really?
Yeah, that was 23 seconds.
No, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. If you laugh,
did-
you can't do a push-up.
I died on 4.
I don't
Oh
know
my
if that
God.
was a true effort.
I
What do we?
I
A serious
actually-
effort, as I would say in Unknown Depths. Speaking of serious efforts,
Unknown
you
Depths
should
is
play
hard.
Unknown Depths again
No.
and
I don't
give
think
it a
I can.
serious effort.
Unknown
think I
Depths
should play
is
Archon
really
Grove.
hard. Play
Okay.
Archon Grove
Alright,
instead.
Do that. Do that. I'll cheer you on for that as well.
I'm just I think I'm disproportionately good at 220 for some reason. But Unknown Depths is like not a low 23, I think.
No, it's like definitely
It's,
not
like, hard.
0.0. It's either like
It's like
mid
0.3
or
or
like
something, right?
0.3. Yeah.
So then what I did was like kind of close to a 23 already.
I think it was like a mid 22. I went back and looked after because the first part has like a lot of break compared to the second half.
Yeah. I looked at the part that I had coming up was definitely the hardest part of the mix.
Because there's like
not gonna lie.
700. There's like a broken 700 measure run or something. It's very intense.
Yeah, definitely. I think if I'm gonna do a marathon again, I'm probably gonna try Archon Grove, like the Mark II one. The
Mhm.
only thing that kind of tilts me about that one is I really like the music, but the VOD gets muted every single time if you play something from that band.
Oh,
So that's kind of tragic.
if you
but-
highlight the pass after, it actually won't get muted.
Really?
Yeah, because it's happened to me before.
So you gotta be quick, or
No. Like if you highlight it as its own video instead of just looking at the VOD after. Do you know what I'm saying?
oh, so then it gets unmuted.
Yeah, then it gets unmuted. So if you pass it and you highlight it on your channel, it won't matter.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Easy.
Fuck these other topics. I actually kind of want to talk about 8.5.
Oh yeah, let's talk about 8.5.
It's
So,
soon, right?
I have some news.
Oh.
Ooh, news.
Yeah. So, Ian said he basically. So interesting thing. He was talking. We talked last time about interesting ideas for themes
Mhm.
for
Right.
upper and lower. I don't know if you heard that, Nitties.
Yeah.
But yeah, we talked about themes. Jace had one for chiptunes, and we talked about some other anime weeby things. But so he said that he already had the uppers locked in
Yeah.
since ECS 7 basically.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
told me
had,
that
he
too.
he had the ideas locked in. Lower he wasn't sure of, but he's got it figured out now. And he was saying that he was just waiting to get some graphics, which he might have had by the end of last weekend, and he might be doing a preview stream sometime this week.
Oh God.
Oh wow. Okay, so it's not even 2 weeks from now. It's like
Okay. Well,
like this
I wasn't
week.
prepared for this.
Oh, that's
A
exciting.
preview.
Do we have any spoilers we can drop on Heyman or?
I mean,
Are
I
we
have a
all,
chart in 8.5, but I think I mentioned that last time. I'm just really excited about it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
sorry.
waiting. He's just waiting on graphics, and then he's gonna do like a spoiler stream or something.
Well,
Do
I
we
guess I
have
can
any,
tell you about the chart I stepped, like more detail
Yeah,
about
sure.
it. So I think you already saw it, both of you, but just for future reference, it's like a 24 at 243 BPM. It's
Is it the Sonic one?
Yeah, it's the Sonic one. It's a Crisis City from Sonic 06. Which is
Yeah.
You
pretty good.
restepped it, right? Like kinda.
Yeah, I re-stepped it because I wrote it like once, I think early last year sometime, and then it was really bad, and I went back.
Yeah, it was tragic.
Yeah, it was tragic, and then I went back and re-stepped it for Ian for 8.5. It's a lot better now. It's still got a lot of hard parts, but I think they're like fair hard instead of like stupid. So it'll be fun. It's a really low 24. Definitely would be a good first 24 for people to go for. A lot of different patterns. And the music is epic enough to keep you going, I think.
So do we have a Sonic split, or is that for the raw output?
No, man.
s-
It's only the one chart, and the pack. The
Yeah, it's a
pack I have
24.
is like
I-
5.
Sounds like just for raw output to
Five
me.
Oh
so
yeah,
far.
a 24 for the splits.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
it's just the 24, and nothing else.
No, it's just like 520s, but it ends on a 24.
Oh God, that'd be so hard.
Oh, I'm excited. I really want to play 8.5. We're doing an Heyman team, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
we are.
I can be on 2
Should we
teams
do
for
just
upper,
just
so-
for upper?
Right.
Right.
I don't know if I want to do lower.
I'm gonna do a solo
gonna
lower.
do a
Yeah,
solo
solo
lower
lowers
too.
are kind of fun. But I think if we team lower, it's just gonna be like kind of a wet towel.
Yeah, it's just kind
Yeah.
of like you'll wipe the floor with people. That's less fun. Like
Be lame.
I think it'd be a lot more fun to try to play like all the 17s and 16s at 1.1 or something, which would be really hard,
Oof,
especially for a 4-hour thing. So
it's gonna like hurt.
that'd be like my goal
Yeah,
is
I'm-
to get like more than 1,000.
I'm definitely
points
gonna
in
do
solo.
solo. I'm gonna do solo lower for sure, and then the Heyman upper team, and then I'm not sure after that.
I'm
I
excited, dude.
think
I heard
we'll
there's a
see.
lot of new charts in both
If
upper and lower.
if any other Ohio people, which not many exist, would like a free carry on lower, they can let me know.
good approach. I don't know. I might actually play with some people here in California for a lower team. I haven't decided yet. At the very least, I will be a cheerleader for them. It's just
Last year I drove up to Cleveland and teamed with Corey. I Go College is his name.
Oh,
And I think he's passed like a 17. He's like an FA player. But
Nice.
he's passed like a 17. And so we teamed last year and it was fun.
Yeah, last
But,
year I played with Keys and someone else from
Nice.
California that you probably don't know. His handle's like AXB or something,
Oh,
Okay.
I've heard about him. I think.
Yeah. which was a lot
I'm
of fun.
not sure who else in Ohio really plays. Tyler, maybe?
Yeah. I'm like the only person here other than Keys that like regularly plays ITG Stamina.
Gotcha.
Really?
Yep, yep.
In,
Yeah.
in all of California?
Yeah, I'm as surprised as the rest of you. I thought it would be more of a community, and there kind of was, like when I first started playing, but then the big names that were playing like a Happy Feet and Sappy just kind of stopped playing Stamina. So
Ah. Oh well.
I think like just there was a general lack of interest. I'm not sure why, but it's just how it worked.
Is everybody playing Pump It Up now, or?
Yeah, there's like a lot of people that play Pump It Up, like Happy Feet's playing Pump It Up.
Pump or DDR, it seems like. Some people.
I think Sappy's playing either
Switch
FA or like DDR. Like there's a
FA,
there's a
yeah,
lot of people that
FA.
play DDR here.
Oh, that's interesting.
You.
You guys want to talk about SRPG 4? There's not a lot to talk about, but I'm just so fucking excited for it.
I want to know more about the lore. That's what I'm really excited about.
Dude, that's what I was talking about. We were talking about lore the other day, and I must say I'm hyped for some more lore.
Yeah, I really want to know
novels?
what happened to everybody, because like the novels kind of cut out in the middle last year.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of ended on this big cliffhanger, and then
I don't think I even saw it because I was like bad last year.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
mean, there was a link to it
there-
in the Discord, I think. Even if
yeah,
you hadn't
there's
unlocked
links
it, you could see it.
If you go to suggest and request right now, you can see everything linked in there. And Los posted a document with all the lore text from Last RPG also.
I think he's talking
Oh,
about
is
the
it
visual
the-
novels.
Check it
though.
out. Yeah. There's a comic and 2 visual novels.
Yeah, the visual novels are actually really cool.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
cool.
Who
Dude,
knows?
imagine-
Maybe some of us will be in the next.
Yeah, that's what I was
comic
about to
or
say. Imagine
VN.
like being in there.
I think
Pretty crazy.
there's actually a decent chance of it, just because like in terms of being like people that are involved with the stamina community that are also like decent players, like we definitely are
Like you.
a lot of those people. Yeah, no, but you and Sidro too.
No, the cutoff point is 23s for being a decent player.
Sure. For me it was always 24, but whatever.
Oh yeah, okay. No, but what is like the actual cutoff point for I don't know. I don't think
I
there
think
is a
it'd be
cutoff
best to
point.
put it as like top X, like 23s is
Yeah.
like top 20, and 24s is like what, top 12?
Yeah, it's all very relative.
25s
anyways.
is like top 8. I think that's a better way to look at it, because it's always changing. Like when I first started playing, like box passing Epic Manor was like one of the hardest passes that someone had done.
Yeah, I remember watching. Oh God, I remember watching Trevor play like Winter Solstice.
Yeah,
I was
same.
like, oh my God, this is insane.
I was like, Winter
there's
Solstice
nobody
is
who's gonna
so
do like better
hard.
stuff than this.
Yeah, and then,
And now,
yeah,
now it's just like, yeah, it's pretty good, but
whatever. I mean,
you know,
Winter
I
Solstice
could
is a
maybe do
hard
it.
chart though.
it's hard, definitely.
I liked it, but it was really tough.
I do kind of want to emphasize that we had to talk about this in Discord the other day, that like difficulty is just like really relative.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was actually, I'm not gonna call names, but some people felt like bad about posting their scores because they were only playing 14s.
Yeah, I felt really
Um,
bad about that too.
If you're like one of those people, just don't feel bad. Just post your scores. Like it's hard to. I don't know. I just feel like difficulty is really relative. I'm not struggling that much more right now than I was when I was playing 14s. It's just a very natural progression that, you know, it's different for every player. So
Well, and
maybe.
here's
Sorry.
There's a point I wanted to make here, and I didn't get a chance to make it because I missed that conversation when it was happening. And I think this is true for me, but it's also true for most people that play. Just progress in general with the game is exciting. It doesn't matter whether you're passing 24s or 14s or whatever. As long as you are getting better, I think that's worth posting, because people are excited to see that you are passionate about the game, that you are getting better. It doesn't matter what level that you're at. Like,
Yeah.
if I went by, I have to have a really good score to post. Like, I wouldn't post anything until I pass like a 26 or something, right?
Right.
It's all relative to where you are, and no matter how good you get, you can always be looking at someone else and being like, "Wow, that person is so much better than me at X or Y or Z," and I don't see how I could ever get there. But I think that's kind of the wrong mentality. Just work at it one piece at a time, get to the next difficulty block, and if you do that enough, you'll be, one of the best players out there before you know it.
Yeah, right. That's also the way I was thinking about it. Because I get a lot of people who come to me and they're like, dude, I wish I was as good at you. I'm shit. Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
You're so much better than me. But it really just doesn't work that way. Because I know they don't think it, but I can have, like, if I wanted to, I could think the exact same thing. I could be like,
Yep.
wow, I'm out here. I'm struggling with, like, unknown devs. Kieran could probably do it on, like, 1.1 and not even break in sweat or some shit. It's very relative. Like, the struggle, like, even if you're not improving, you shouldn't feel bad about posting your scores.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Well, I feel passionate
I
about
don't
this
know.
too because like last year I had a really bad mentality when I was playing just because a lot of people were getting good during RPG and I kept not getting better. I like injure myself or my form would be bad or my pad wasn't working right and it just was all of these things that were just dunking me and people were just flying right past me in terms of skill and it was really frustrating to kind of be playing all the time but just not seeing any progress. And I think when I kind of stopped doing that and just played the game in the way that I thought was fun, I got way better than when I was grinding out all this stuff and being like, oh man, Rust is getting so good. Like I was better than Rust last year, like last
Yeah.
January, and now he's like one of the best players, stamina players out there, just in general. Like 32 measures
Yeah.
of 330, a 27, like that's crazy. And he got so good so fast, but he really worked hard to do it. He played like 4 to 6 hours a day every day during RPG3. Like he worked really hard. So he definitely deserved it. It was just frustrating to feel like I'd also put in as much effort as I could but not get anywhere. But yeah, just don't do that. Play the game in the way that is most enjoyable for you. Set reasonable goals for yourself. Don't compare yourself to someone that's been playing the game for way longer than you have.
I'd almost say try to not compare yourself to other people's performances at all. Really, just play the game for yourself if you can. Like you said, it feels bad to compare yourself to other people or to be in competition with other people and them like all like passing you, or maybe you have some stuff like maybe you can't even concentrate on ITG for like a month and you got like real life stuff to do.
Right.
And you're just like out of it. You're gonna feel really bad when you're like passed by everyone, right? If you can, just try to play it for yourself.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard because I get it, right? It feels bad, but I don't know. Once I accepted like serenity and I was like, okay, all these people are passing me. I'm not really improving that much, but I'm fine with it because I'm still having fun with the game.
Yeah, but
I got a lot better.
I'm very
There's a lot
ready.
of stress.
I think you're
Sorry.
suddenly gonna get good, and you're gonna pass me like pretty soon. I know that I've
I
been
don't know.
getting better in like the last week or two, but like I think you'll definitely have the same breakthrough, and you'll be zipping right ahead of me. I don't know.
I feel like 23s are definitely kind of a mental block for me right now.
Yeah, that was the problem for me. Like that's why I stopped playing 23s and went and did marathons for a few weeks, just because mentally it was just really frustrating to keep failing them for stupid reasons in the same spot. Then when I went back and actually tried them again, it was like, oh, I can actually do this now. It's not too bad, and if I just keep at it, I'll pass one of them.
Yeah. Well, it's not nothing. It's not like something new though. Like almost every single block, I have like sort of like this mental block where I'm like, oh, I can't pass the next block. It's so hard.
Yeah, same.
But eventually, it just clicks, I guess.
Oh, and one other thing I wanted to say is I think that I wouldn't be too competitive when I play, but I think like friendly rivalries are good. Like if you're like if for example, if Unitas are like, hey, I want to catch up with Jace and pass a few 23s. For me, it's like, oh, I want to catch up with Jake and like pass more 23s than he has,
I
or
feel
maybe
like
pass
it's
a
kind
24
of different. I feel like it's kind of different if you're doing it with like direct friends and you're like talking a lot. Because then, if your friends are improving a lot, like people you talk a lot to, and they're like close friends to you, it feels less bad because I'm happy that my
Yeah.
friends are improving.
That's true. That's
So-
true. It kind of prevents you from thinking badly about not
So
doing as
Kurt-
well as you want to.
Kurt, please pass me.
Oh, okay. I'll try.
You've been kind of hauling though. You got very close on Haunt, and
I'm just kind of, I don't know. I've been sick a lot lately, and I kind of just, my sets vary from good to terrible all the time. So
I feel like you have the same mental wall problem I had when I was like right at 21s. I just got lucky by passing Send My Love to Mars right away. But then I had the problem of not being able to pass literally any other 21 for like the next month or two. So
yeah, it's more that just like some days everything clicks and others it doesn't.
yep. That
yeah,
doesn't go
so-
away.
that's
It's
definitely a
more-
vibe.
It's more there was like a day last month where I was just like grinded out a bunch of 20s all on the same day, and it was like a day where I felt like I could actually get to a point where I could like try hard,
Mhm.
you know. Whereas now it feels like most of the time I just fail because my not like tired, but my form wasn't good, and I just fail, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's more just I don't know. this sounds weird, but I've been like trying to work on my left foot.
Yeah.
And so when I'm like failing, I just try to focus on like kind of stepping. So I've been like trying to pass Dancer in the dark, and really I've just been like, all right, just stomp, basically, stomp with my left foot to try to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Just to I've been having left arrow issues where I don't go wide enough to hit the left arrow recently. So I just hit like all metal, or I have like one or two toes on the left arrow, but it's not enough to trigger it. And so trying to fix that.
Yeah,
that's very similar to what I have with my left arrow.
Yeah,
left arrow is just harder, dude.
I'm also having trouble with not hitting the left arrow, so
I might raise it. I don't know. I might try the like full Vancouver thing and like put my arrows up super high and try it for a week.
I think they only have that with the up arrow, right? Or do they have to with all the arrows?
Oh no. I can send you a picture.
Oh no.
Oh god. Oh,
Yeah,
I've seen a picture where it's like so high that you could like put your toes like under the arrow.
Yeah, that's the up arrow.
Ugh.
They're all pretty high.
How do you play like that?
How do you even push down the arrow? Wouldn't you just stub your toe every time you go to hit it?
No, because shoes like curve upwards, I guess.
Oh, so they play in shoes with socks over them. Okay, that makes more sense.
But then what about Jim? He plays in like fit kicks, right?
Oh, maybe he just mods it every time,
Like mods the entire. No, I don't believe that.
or like lowers it.
I think they just change inserts and then that's it.
Oh, okay, but I mean that would make a
I've
difference.
been considering. So StaminaCon, I talked to Sajid about it. Is taking FSRs and just putting them in my pad, and just like leaving it as is and trying it like that to see if I could just get it like incredibly sensitive, and then
You can get incredibly sensitive with SARS.
You can get incredibly sensitive with arcade sensors too.
It's more finicky though, I feel like.
True.
You're like slightly limited on max sensitivity with load cells with the SMX pad.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like a compression thing. You kind of have to like compress the arrow is the issue.
I heard
I
that
thought about just
you
sticking
can
with
get
their,
it very
FSRs
sensitive
there.
though.
Yeah, you can get it pretty sensitive.
I heard that load cells like their sensitivity can like vary depending on the weather. Is that a thing?
Yeah, if you have like unclean power, basically, you have to get like if you get like a power conditioner, it can help a lot. Like every once in a while, if I just leave my pad on by accident, I'll just see like a random arrow trigger and nothing's touching it.
Oh yeah,
Amazing.
but I get that on my pad as well. It's why my stream title is sometimes only W's. It's because when I I start up my OBS and it goes to like the title because I have to like enter the title before I start streaming. My pad is just like activating, so I'm like whatever. I just press stream. It's like W's.
W.
But I heard from people that their sensitivity could like vary based on whether it's raining outside or something like that.
Yeah,
Like
I
the
feel
humidity.
like some days, I feel like when it's like storming outside, it fluctuates more.
That's crazy.
Well, I guess it also makes sense that would affect like the cleanness of the power.
Yes.
Is that
right.
Oh,
It's like the electric lines, right?
is that how it works? Does it actually work that way? That feels weird.
It's based on resistance.
Yeah.
So you have a certain amount of like static, input, and then as you press it, it has resistance. So it fluctuates. So I assume it's just from like unclean power.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yep. So power conditioner can help a lot. So it's one thing you could do. But yeah, I'm considering trying FSRs.
I feel like at some point we should have
Maybe.
we don't have time to do this now, but we should like spend some time talking about like the upsides and downsides of each of the modding setups for the way we play, because it's nice that we have like all the different main ways of playing, like arcade sensors, SMX, load cells, and FSRs. They all are pretty different, so it would just kind of be interesting to explore, probably.
Yeah, they feel really different.
Oh yeah, they feel different.
It's kind of different.
Sure.
It's weird because you would think like, oh, they're all just like different ways to get like a different sensitivity.
No.
Like if you would have the same sensitivity, it would feel the same, but it really doesn't.
Mm-mm.
It feels really different I don't really even know how to explain it.
The thing I liked about FSRs when I played on them at StaminaCon was that the panels were very stiff, like rigid.
Oh, you would love my
like
pad.
they didn't sink a lot.
Oh,
But
no.
so I think the main issue, the thing that I screwed up with my pad modding at StaminaCon was that I didn't put the panels high enough. So at home, I play with the panels like pretty high. So on the load cells, you kind of have to compress the arrow. So like it's squishy. That's how I would describe it.
Oh,
You have to compress the arrow. Like it's not a sensitivity thing. Like as you tap it, you have to like apply a certain amount of force to bend the load cell to cause it to trigger.
that's very interesting.
So,
I didn't know. So do you play with like panels above your center?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh. I have like a completely different setup. My entire pad is completely flat. You
Right,
would
but
not be
yours-
able to feel like
Your panels don't sink in when you push them.
they
right?
don't move at all. It's the same as just stomping on your floor, basically.
Okay, so that's the difference. So I think the SMX are squishy. They squish down. You like step on it and it sinks down like 4 to 6 millimeters or something like that, like quite a bit.
Yeah.
So especially in the middle. So the sides where the screws are, it doesn't sink as much, and then in the middle, if you step like in the down arrow, if you step in the middle of the down arrow, you're going down. So
Oh, I love that. That's the way I love to play.
I don't like that.
Well, I enjoy the fact that there's like a tactile response to it. It doesn't feel like I'm just hitting a floor.
Yeah, I would prefer the just kind of what Nitty's got going on, but I would still I think so. That's kind of what the setup I played on at StaminaCon was like. It was all just like basically flat and very sensitive, but I was used to playing with my panels above center, and so I should have just put them above center and had it like that, and then it probably would have been great.
I just kind of cracked up because I clicked on Jace's name in Discord and it says he's been playing Minecraft for 3 hours.
Wait, I've been called out. No, I play Minecraft with my sisters on the weekends. So I was just like,
That's chill.
I was sitting there waiting for I have like an automated farm that collects a bunch of melons and pumpkins, and so
No,
I
I
was
just
waiting
I
for
thought it was funny that you were like playing during the podcast.
No, I'm not playing during the podcast. I promise.
yeah,
I'm not
uh-huh.
lazy. I'm not too lazy for the podcast. It is.
Yeah, pads. Yeah, right. Ooh,
Yep.
diamonds, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm rich.
did we had one community question, right?
Yeah, and I'll read
Do
it.
you want to read it?
Because it's kind of wacky. There were like some suggestions, like we should include a transcript, which we could do. It just would be work. I think we could also turn on like captioning or automatic captioning in YouTube, but I'm not sure how to do that. Anyway, so the question is, hey man, how do I pass harder stuff? I can do Arch Owls, I'm coming, but I can't do It's Gotta Be Me.
Is that an actual chart? I don't.
Yeah, I don't know of it.
We haven't heard of any of these, so sounds not real.
I just
I
think
don't
it's
know.
funny that it's called I'm Coming, but I'm like a fucking child. So
Grow
I
up.
don't know. You should update the sheet so that you can have like an optional name field,
Which sheet?
maybe,
Okay.
so people can fill it out, so you can like see who filled it out. Because if this
Oh.
was dumb, I would know it was probably a joke. But if this was some other guy, maybe this is. Okay, I don't know these charts. I don't know if they're actual charts. But on the like topic of passing harder stuff, I don't know. Just keep playing, keep
Play
like
more?
trying.
Play longer. Don't. I would say like if you're playing like 12s to 14s, don't try to mod your pad all the time. Just try to deal with what you've got, unless if there's like some fundamental problem, like an arrow is sticking or it's just not triggering, or like the left arrow is 5 times as sensitive as the right arrow.
Yeah, I definitely feel like pad modding, like to the extent that most upper echelon stamina players do. I feel like it kind of starts. There isn't really a hard barrier for it because it's so different for everyone.
Yeah, everyone's pad is
But
different.
if you're doing 12s, you're fine. It's probably like around like the 20 one range where pads start to get like really finicky and like weird.
Right.
you
I
need
mean,
to
you'll
really, like,
probably start
surf.
working on it more seriously like when you do 17s and up.
Definitely. Yeah, you should definitely like try to work on it earlier, but
It also helps
try to
if you
not
have
obsess over it.
someone else that either knows how to pad mod or has played like harder stuff to give you a hand with it. Like it was really hard for me because I basically had to teach myself how to do all of it. So there was like a month I think during RPG2 when I was like at 16s and I would just not pass anything just for a month. Just I couldn't.
I think
the pad mod was so bad.
There's a lot to be said for just like making your pad more sensitive and then just kind of getting used to stepping lighter and lighter and lighter.
Yeah.
So.
But don't make it too sensitive, otherwise you end up with the meme where I just have 50,000 way offs on my down arrow. I fixed it by making my down really not that sensitive, and suddenly
don't touch
it was
your down
better.
arrow.
I wish it was that easy.
Well, if there's no arrow, you shouldn't be touching your arrow, bro.
So just remove it completely is what you're saying.
Ooh. Did I make someone mad?
No, you shouldn't make me mad. I was just judging at you.
I hear somebody hmm-ing.
That was Sidro.
Yeah, I know.
Did I make you mad?
What, about his down arrow?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Are you playing Minecraft or you're like absent or?
No. I'm thinking about Jace's down arrow.
You're thinking about okay.
In great
All right.
detail.
This guy's mining pumpkins or something.
I feel like we're kind of like Jane right now.
Yeah, we totally are. You should still leave this in though, because it's funny.
Should it? Okay, so are we like out of podcast mode? Like what?
Until next time.
Oh.
What?
Until next time.
Are we ending this now?
I'm gonna.
Yes.
Okay, wait. Hold up. I'm gonna do some editing here. This is bad.
Recording. I'm ending my.
No, wait.
Wait,
Don't edit yet.
No. We have to actually have
no.
some kind of way to conclude this.
We need to say goodbye to people, right?
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
editing more stuff out.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, the really exciting thing that's going to happen next week is 8.5. So I'm sure we'll make a podcast then and talk all about that.
Preview stream.
God, I want to play 8.5 so
Preview
bad.
stream. Not release, I don't think, but a preview stream.
We can put the link in the description.
If you wanna play 8.5, you can check out Ian's stream at RGVFlex, twitch.tv/RGVFlex. He's gonna do a real stream next week, I think. It was next week, right?
Yeah, I think it's next week.
So that's gonna be really exciting.
And then next podcast we'll probably talk all about 8.5 and hopefully like the lore and also the charts that are in it.
Yeah, we're gonna nerd out about 8.5. There's a lot of new charts.
Yeah, it's mostly
from what
new
I've heard.
charts.
Ooh, I'm jiving already, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so
All right, it's been a lot of fun. Thanks for joining the podcast, Nid. It was great to have you.
Yeah.
Wait. What?
What? No, I was just saying like it's great to have you on.
You're saying it like I'm a guest.
No, I'm just saying like you're not okay. Well, we didn't clarify that.
Thank you for having me.
You are the third co-host. It was just you weren't available last time. So now the team is complete, and I think this is going to be like the core group of the podcast going forward. We'll probably have guests on in the future to talk about various topics. But yeah, this is the core group.
Sounds good.
But yeah, anyway, it was great to have you. This was a lot of fun having 3 people instead of 2. It was hilarious. I'm glad we had such a good time. So yeah,
very epic.
Very epic. That's my line.
All right, we're closing it off.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. Till next
Bye.
time.
Bye.
Bye.